Hi, I'm David LoPresti. I'm here in the LoPresti Aviation facility in Sebastian, Florida. And behind me they're installing new Cirrus ice skates on this G1. Now why ice skates? Ice skates help keep your brakes cool so your brakes last longer and work better. They're also a different aerodynamic shape and have some special features. Here's a nose pant, different shape, lighter weight, big door so it's easy to check your air pressure. I'll show you that on the airplane here in just a second. There are a couple other features you can only see on plane. Now the main pant also has a big door, better aerodynamic shape, NACA duct on the inside blowing air right in at the brake caliper, an exit vent across the trailing edge so that hot air can come out, and all the brake dust comes out the back, keeping your pant much prettier, much cleaner. To get the pant on and off, we use these specially manufactured quarter turn fasteners, so it's a snap to get the pant on and off after it's on your airplane. Let me show you some tricks about installing the pant. Okay, I'm here with Ed Hitt, who's our installation manager here. Ed, how did the installation go?
Not bad. It's a lot simpler. We have 3/4 turn fasteners on here.
Yeah, the old one, the stock one, has a big piano hinge. And I don't know about you, but I always left half of my knuckle skin behind trying to pull that off.
The paint.
And the steps for putting the new one on, you put the aft piece on,
Aft piece,
the forward piece, and then the strut cover. Anything?
You want to make sure these holes are centered for your tug. You may have to enlarge for some different style tugs. Other than that, it's pretty easy.
Cool.
You want to make sure they're centered like that.
Awesome. And let's take a look at the air door. Here's the air door. You can see the air valve. A whole lot easier to get into it. Okay, here's one of the secrets that we didn't show you. Underneath here, right about at this point, little 2-inch piece of this special rubber, one on each side of the strut. That way when you clamp this down, it's a firm mount at the top. Keeps the vibration from happening, keeps everything centered. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, we have the main pant installed here, and I tell you, it looks really nice. Lower drag shape, stiffer material, flame retardant, better brake cooling. But what's really cool is how easy it is to take the pant on and off. Ed, tell us about how regular maintenance is on it.
Compared to the original, which has lots of screws, this has all quarter turns, and it would average 3 to 5 minutes to remove it. It's very easy.
Quick, I like that. Simple is easy. Let's go show them how to do the installation. Okay, we're down here underneath the wing, and we've put on the brackets. What do you have to do to get our new brackets on?
Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to jack the airplane. You remove the tie-down ring, put the owner supplies, well, the Cirrus supplies most of their airplanes with a jack point that screws in there. You jack the wing, remove the tire and wheel. You remove this mount.
This is kind of a wimpy, flimsy mount. That was probably part of the problems on the old pants.
Yeah, and then you remove this single mount and replace it with a double mount on this side.
Oh yeah.
On the inboard.
That's a lot stiffer. Two pickups instead of one. That's probably a good safety issue too.
And these will have quarter turn receptacles in them. They're most likely preset from here. So.
Anything special we have to do when we do this bracket?
Yeah, you're going to have to rotate it. You're going to rotate it as far forward as possible.
So this end, you actually pick the forward end up. So you rotate it that way. So this end of the ear is higher than this ear.
Right.
Okay, and then we lock it all down, torque it down, put the tire back on.
Right, and remove your jack and we'll install the pant.
Okay, Ed, so now we've got to drill, after we put the pant on and the door on, we've got to drill the holes into that inner door.
Right.
How do you know where that hole is? Because you can't back drill because the door's in the way.
Okay, you want to measure from the floor up. The first thing you do is you chalk your wheels. So
all three?
Okay. All three. Take an 8-inch square. Come to your first hole, and remember this was rotated. This is why your measurements from the floor won't be the same. For the forward hole
for
and
the forward
rear
and
hole
aft, yeah, they'll be different.
So you mark the floor where you've got your square to begin with. Mark the center of your receptacle.
So you've marked the spot on the floor so you can put the square back in the same spot again, and mark the height.
Right.
So, and that's right where the center is
Right.
of the hole. And you're gonna do the same thing at the forward end.
Right, and just write your figures on the floor.
Yeah, that would be a good idea in case you lose them somewhere. And do the same thing at the front. This is square to the floor. It's square coming up. And you'll take the height right where that fastener is. And write the dimension down on the floor. That seems pretty easy. Got it. Let's get the pant. Okay, so we got the pant coming up now. Now, I'm sure you've done a bunch of these, Ed. I'm sure there's a few tricks to putting this on easy.
Yes, the first thing you want to do is just set the pad up there. Don't put any of your
Don't
quarter
bolt
turns.
anything on.
Don't put any bolts in. Then get your door and come to the inside.
Here, let me trade sides with you.
Hey, you have to finesse this door in. You leave everything loose. You're going to tuck it in the front first. There's a lip here. Line it up. To get it ready to snap, you want to do these kind of crisscross.
Okay, so we got the door on. Once we got these quarter turns all in, we went ahead and put the quarter turns in on the top with the little special washer. Also the bolt on the outside. Now we're getting ready. We've already done it here, but we'll show you how we did it. We line back up with the marks on the floor and take our dimension that we wrote there, and that's how we found the center of the hole. Then we went ahead and marked that, then pulled the door off and drilled it and put it back on again.
Yep,
And again, the same thing. The steps are undo the top, undo the outside, undo the top. Then you can kind of cant the pant up. You take the back end and you take the back end of the pant and hold it up a little bit. It makes it easier to get these forward pieces on and off. Does that sound about right, Ed?
It is.
So what's next, Ed?
Mushroom fairing. We need to put the top mushroom fairing on. And
Oh, there's this little piece of rubber up here that we also put on. There's a dimension on your drawing. There's a little rubber cushion that's self-adhesive on both sides. You'll see it's marked right at the top. It kind of splits the top edge here of this lower strut. Let me go get that other fairing. Okay, Ed's using a simple hole finder to match drill the little mushroom fairing up to the existing holes in the wing. And that's probably the last one we really need to shoot. I think people get the idea.
yeah.
Okay, we're all done here. Just a little bit of cleanup to do and we'll be on our way. We've got the new ice skates in place, the big access doors on the nose pant and on the main. Much better aerodynamic shape, stiffer, longer lasting composites, a little more speed, a little less weight, better flame proofing on the wheel pant themselves. It's really a neat kit. The customer's going to be here in a couple minutes. I'm sure he's going to be ecstatic.